doing today? Welcome to another edition of The Road Show. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. We've been a little bit off schedule due to me being in the hospital, but we're back at it here. We're going to play some cool trucking songs today, old ones, new ones. It's all about life on the road, which is what truckers do. Without them, we've got nothing, my friends. And I can tell you, in 1982, there was a lot of brotherly love, but I just really enjoyed the highway drive. And here's one from the Roadbirds. What a great song. We all know about I'm Moving On with Mr. Hank Snow for sure. We've all been there. You know that one of the things that there's different levels of trucking. There's those of us that were out for a week, people who were out for a month, and then they got those guys who just don't go home for however. No, I remember standing on a dock with a guy and I said, "How long have you been out?" He said, 3 months. I said, "Don't you have family?" He said, "I got 13 kids." I guess that's why he stayed out for 3 months. So this song goes out to him. Here's an old one from Dave Dudley called I'm a Truck Driving Son of a Gun. There we go, little Merle Haggard, Moving On for you for sure. That was a great song, and of course the TV show and everything, it really explained life on the road. You know, when I started, as much as I've got a lot of friends who are police officers and inspectors and stuff today, it was a us against them mentality back in the 80s and 90s, and it kind of made the road fun, where the next cop was sitting and, who's on the other side of the hill and watch out for the inspection going on. And I'm sure some of that still goes on, but back in the day, it was a little more, because there was a lot of camaraderie and talk on the road. It made it a lot of fun. And so songs like this bring back big memories of those days of watching out for the cops in the middle and the bears with the, clear brown wrapper or whatever it is. Here we go, a little White Knight for you for sure.
Down 75.
One of the best against them grain songs you can get. A little Convoy there by Mr. McCall. And you know what? One of the things that I liked about the road was just what you saw while you're out there. Billboards were a big thing, and if you've ever been down Interstate 95, you know what I'm talking about. There's billboards every mile telling you about different truck stops and different sayings, and it's fun to see some of them. And one of them is Girl on the Billboard. Here's little Del Reeves. One thing about the road was the people you meet. Back in the day, you could go to truck stops, you could sit at the counter, you could meet anybody you wanted. And here's one by John Schneider called Drinkin' Buddy. And although we had some bars in there, we had a lot of good buddies for sure. Here we go. That was a great song, Brothers of the Highway by Tony Justice featuring Aaron Tippin. There was a real brotherhood on the highway back in the day. I don't think it's there anymore, but it certainly was back in the day. But one of the coolest things was the scenery you saw on the road, whether you were driving through the Smoky Mountains or whether you were driving across the flats in Arizona or something like that. There was always something to see. My favorite had to be when I was down around Florida, Louisiana area. I loved to be above the causeway and looking down over the swamps and stuff like that. Alligator Alley comes to mind for sure. Here's a couple songs on life on the road and what you can see. We'll start off with a little Ronnie Millsap. Little Del Reeves there for you, looking at the world through a windshield for sure. We love that one. And of course, if it wasn't for the CB radio, we wouldn't have met so many awesome people on the road. Here's one by Joey Holiday called the CB song. The days of the code, I remember those so well. We had so much fun, and in fact, that kept your mind sharp, remembering the codes, and it was his own speak back in the day for sure. Well, we're going to do a shortened show today, just because I'm not feeling my best here, but we're going to do one more song. We're going to go out with Little Hank Snow, I've Been Everywhere. Thanks for listening to The Road Show. We could play trucking songs all day. That's why we do this every week, and I just wanted to say a big thank you to all the truckers out there and for everything you do. You guys are doing a great job, and there was some great camaraderie, and I hope it comes back to some way back to the industry, because I think the new people have missed out on what we had in the old days. So there, let's go out with a little Hank Snow. Big thank you to Bison Driving for sponsoring today's show, bisondriving.com. Here we go.
I was